What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. My name is Travis Patel. In today's session, we're going to be talking about how we're going to handle kingpinning and 10x our monthly revenue. We did the November revenue report for kingpinning in yesterday's video. We saw we did a little over $10,000 revenue with just 2 Facebook posts and an email selling a one-on-one coaching program. Now we want to figure out, what do we need to do to maximize this? What do we need to do to turn that $10,000 into $100,000 a month and as soon as possible? And then we're also going to be diving into the 2019 plan. It's getting to the end of the year here. If you're not planning your 2019 yet, I highly suggest you do that. And we have a detailed boardroom session going on today in my private members group, The Boardroom, where I'm breaking down our kingpinning plan for 2019, really breaking down what are the big projects, what's the marketing plan, what are the consistencies that we're going to have going on when it comes to kingpinning. So you guys go join the boardroom if you want to check that out. But for now, let's kind of think about, what am I going to do for the rest of the year? What do we need to get started now so that we can get this cranking, so that we can get growth started before next year's plan kicks into place? And one big thing here when it came to kingpinning is everything. We have a few assets in place, but most of that is dormant. Most of it hasn't been very active. Most of it hasn't been managed the way I want it to be. So that really is the number one step that I need to get in place here over the next 2 weeks as December closes up. I need to get into the habit. I need to get the process of the business systemized so that every day we're making sales. Every day we're outreaching to new people, new audience members. Every day we're engaging with our audience we've built, and every day we're pushing that needle forward. So for me to be able to kind of figure out what needs to happen, how we get this consistency started, and then how are we going to grow from there, my first step is really, I love to map out my ideal setup when it comes to the business. You can see that in the little mind map here. I have this mind map printed out and posted on my wall. I see it every day, and it just gives me an idea, and always thinking about what it is I'm trying to create. What do I want to have accomplished and established by the end of 2019 when it comes to our kingpinning brand? Now, we don't have all these pieces in place, obviously, and we're not going to have them going and cranking and consistent on day one at all. So right now, my job for the next 2 weeks for the end of 2018 is to get the pieces we do have in place right now active again. Get them handled at the level I want them to be handled. The consistency's rocking. And then once that's systemized, we can start to find an employee to get in and handle those medial day-to-day tasks so that we can consistently work on growth and what we're good at. So out of our big kind of kingpinning map over here, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going where when we're breaking down our business, remember, we have to have 3 essential pieces to create an income stream. So that's one of the most important things we want to get in place too here before 2018 is up. We need to have an offer. That's something so we can sell and make some money. We need to have traffic coming in. That's eyeballs looking at our business. We need to have a funnel in place. That funnel is what convinces this cold traffic, this audience who's never heard of you, it's what convinces them to buy your product and trust what you're saying. So those are the 3 essentials we need in place. We have a one of each kind of already going, but we need to consistently add more and improve. So out of our entire kingpinning map here of what we want to create, everything highlighted in red is what we have up right now. We aren't active again on any of these, but these are what are in place, things that we can get active, things that might have audiences already, people engaging or posting themselves. So that's really what I focused on and I broke down. What I did is I went ahead and created, just using Asana, a little work like task breakdown tool. You can also use something like Trello. You can see on the right side here, these are the consistencies I want going on with kingpinning. And that came from just looking at what are the assets and the pieces of the business we have now. So for one, we have the kingpinning website. From this website, the overall idea is obviously I want a blog, where I want right now, the blog may be just a post a day or a couple posts a week. I want to get to a point where we're a media company almost. We have multiple posts going a day, some on investments, some on business building, some on the legal accounting structure, all that different topics and things we're talking about and covering when it comes to Kingpinning. We have the Kingpinning University, which is not in place. We don't have that up. It's going to be a training section, training area I'm putting in play. We're going to have some courses. We don't have any active courses right now. Those are going to be coming in 2019 plan. Again, you can go check out the boardroom session today in my private members group, and you'll see kind of how we're mapping out the university, the courses, and the money-making process of 2019. So we need to get the blog active. We need to get our website active. We have the boardroom. This is my monthly membership program. And up until this point, we had a really good following there while we're really active in Kingpinning over the past year and a half here as we've dialed off on the activity, gone a little dormant. That has really dwindled off, obviously, and that's, obviously a good thing, but we can get that active again, cranking, consistent content, all those perks and the value that we want people to see, really promote or provide so much value that the $100 a month charge is a no-brainer. That's kind of the idea of what we need to happen with the boardroom instead of just our regular week videos or stuff. The social media side, we've got Facebook and YouTube. We have an Instagram created, Twitter and all that, but we've never used it. So out of the Facebook, our fan page was very dormant. Our Facebook group was very active. YouTube, we didn't do much with that. That's where we uploaded our videos. So these are the 5 pieces that we currently have in place to get cranking by the end of December. We have our traffic sources of YouTube and Facebook. We have our offer of the boardroom, and we have our sales funnel, the website or the blog or the in-between retargeting or anything of that nature. So out of these different pieces that I see I need to get in place, I went ahead and I mapped out exactly what are the consistencies of each of these. What is my ideal responsibilities on a day-to-day, a month-to-month, a week-to-week process when it comes to each of these pieces. So let's go ahead. We can look at this graphic here. Let me zoom in. The top part here is my daily content broadcast system. So this is right now my plan for Kingpinning and what we're going forward. Again, it's media, and I think you can never have enough content. The more content you are putting out and the more variety and areas you're putting it out there to, the better off your business and brand's going to be. So we have a daily content broadcast system that starts with me recording a video each day. That video gets uploaded to YouTube. That video then gets created into social media graphics and an article. That article and the video is uploaded to the website on the blog. The graphics and the short clips of the video are then uploaded to our social media to promote the blog site. The blog has a call to action to a product or a newsletter. We have our email newsletter that we broadcast the content blog post link as well. And then we also have content syndication step that takes the content and we share it on blog sharing sites, affiliates, joint ventures, influencers, whatever else is out there. So this daily broadcast system, I want this happening every day, kind of dictates what each platform needs to do. Now, along with that, we need to have those consistencies. There's the 4 big things. I'll be talking a lot about this in the future that we want to happen with our business is we need that engagement daily, that outreach daily, that conversion daily, and we need to move that needle forward daily. So when it comes to our social media, we got to schedule our content. We want content going daily. And if we click into here, you can see how I broke it down for each of the individual social media platforms. YouTube, we want the video posted daily. We want comments replied to daily. We want private messages replied to daily. And maybe even an influencer outreach or comment on an influencer's videos daily. Facebook, the Facebook group, you need to accept and reject new members daily. We need to moderate people's posts daily. We need to engage and comment and reply to questions daily. The fan page, we need to have content daily. We need to have the engagement daily. So it's the same type of thing, looking at each of the pieces and breaking it down one piece at a time, what needs to be done on a daily basis, weekly basis, and so on. So for each of our things on social media, you can see those are the social media content, our engagement, our private messages. FBG means Facebook groups. We need to accept and decline, delete unacceptable, report our monthly social media numbers. So this is scheduled at the end of the month. Pretty much we like to look and do our analytics and data. Our email newsletter, we want a daily email broadcast going out. We want to also have our numbers reported there. Advertising, we're launching new ads daily. We're monitoring active ads daily. And we're doing our data analytics report daily. Customer support, reply to email questions, give refunds when necessary, and reply to inquiries for your business. The customer support, that's very important. So as you can see, I've mapped out my expectations for each of the platforms. What am I trying to accomplish? How are we going to get that daily engagement? How are we going to get our content out to the audience, to our audience we built, and to the audience that hasn't heard of us yet? And that's exactly what we're going to be doing with Kingpinning here. You're going to see it's going to always start with this daily content broadcast system. And then following in 2019, like I cover in the boardroom session today, we start looking at more direct promotion ideas. What are we going to be selling in January? What's the topic for Q1? What's our big product launch or course that we're going to be leading up to and really rocking towards at the end of March? So all those type of things are going in play as well as these consistencies are going. But at the very base, by the end of the year here, I want these assets and pieces we have up and in play, I want them going how I expect them. The fan page needs at least 2 or 3 fan page posts per day. We want to get the Instagram eventually, thinking about our story post, our post there, our direct messages. So that's kind of the idea. We're getting these assets going, how we plan, how we want them going. And then in January, we'll add in Instagram. We'll add in the Kingpinner newsletter. In February, we'll add in LinkedIn. We'll add in the KP University. So one piece at a time, just kind of moving forward. And that's exactly what we break down in the plan for 2019. But this is what we're going to be focusing on for what you have. Again, no matter where you're at, you just need that 3 essentials for the income stream: the offer, the traffic, and the funnel, and get them active. The more you can get your content out there, the better you're going to be on in 2019 when it comes to internet marketing. So start getting consistent and accomplish that engagement daily. Get that content out to them daily and convert, sell them something daily, and you're going to have a really good business. And that's exactly what I plan to do with Kingpinning. You're seeing it live as it happens. Hopefully, even just from the 2 weeks we've got, we're going to have a good increase in revenue from the areas we want to focus. Like our boardroom, we'd like to add a good handful of members in there by the end of the month, by the end of January. We want to have a course rocking out by the end of January, and that will be another big boost there. So we're leading up to all these things, but no matter what it is, we have to have that consistency going with the assets we've grown and that we have, and keep them rocking. So guys, hopefully this helped you guys kind of think about how you can get your assets, your social media going, and how you can start rocking in your 10K plus months. Have a good one. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to do so below.